Delaware's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. He'll bring it out. It's Carroll. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. So Western Kentucky's offense will go on the attack first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for the squad.
Wants to throw on third down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Blue Hens offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes Nick Minicucci. They have a lot of confidence that he can get them in the right play and make the right calls. The run to the right. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll run play action. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
Hey, man, that's exactly why we talked about this young fella coming into the game. Like, highlighted him as the quarterback running the show, but he also has the ability, man, when things break down, to take off, to scramble, and you're seeing it early in this football game. If the defense doesn't get a handle on that, he'll make a habit of it because he is a baller. He's done it time and time again, and they trust this dude to make plays.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got enough space. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Hilltopper!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And he tacks on the extra point. They make fun of kickers saying they don't have to worry about contact. They do in situations like that. Ready to fire from the pistol. Takes the handoff. It's Silver. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. And the Blue Hens will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll take it on the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Trying to make magic with his feet. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They'll try it over the left side. Makes it past the marker. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Topper! Into the end zone with a breakaway score. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
There's an example of a dude getting beat one-on-one with his quarterback getting closer and closer to his end zone, man. That's scary.
Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Takes a hit as he fires.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. To the air on first down. Right down the middle. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Allen. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Hilltoppers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Silver. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. The Blue Hens will line up to punt it away. Here's the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Western Kentucky will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Humphreys. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Allen. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. He's got 67 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Might as well give it to him again. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Hilltoppers will snap it on 1st and 10. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
After the run, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Taylor. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Hilltoppers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Running inside, it's Allen. To the 10. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. The Hilltoppers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. The transfer has it his 1st carry. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, WKU.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. He'll go out of bounds at the 43-yard line, but a terrific return sets up the offense. The run inside. It's Silver. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Pocket breaking down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Blue Hens come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to the run, it's Silver. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already four-down territory? The give, it's Ellison. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Tackled after a gain of 4 on the play, and that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Off the play fake. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Allen. He's up to 113 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. It's Azira. Bulldozes his way through. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Running inside, it's Allen. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with TCU taking on the North Carolina Tar Heels.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football, but that's a great start to this second half.
Snagged in the middle. It's Graves. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Blue Hens are marching down the field. Using his legs, it's Silver. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Blue Hens! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So here comes the Hilltoppers offense ready to start this drive. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Grab behind the line. It's Allen. And the ball's on the ground. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Great place to start for this offense. He'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Hens. And here they come almost all the way back.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better,
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead, put a drive together here and build on that lead.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Good, solid tackle.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Encroachment defeated.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. On the flag brings up a short 1st and 5. Offense can really get aggressive if it chooses. Some misdirection with the counter. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. And the Hilltoppers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Hilltoppers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll ride the hot hand. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one, and this this offense within striking distance. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Makes the catch. It's Humphries. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. They'll go back to work with the first down in the final period. We've come to the break. It's Western Kentucky holding the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They'll have a first down here, a Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. On the run, it's Allen. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throwing right. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football. And sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long. And right there, I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Number 10, set to kick this one.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Taking the field now, the Blue Hens offense, and they'll start this drive. And this junior signal caller has hardly been at his best, and when you've been around, when you're the veteran presence, you have to perform at a higher level. And you can mark that clash as advantage defense. As corners made plays, really the whole secondary has, David.
They have, and this whole defense has. And this QB, man, he's been very ungood. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, he just hasn't been the guy that he has the potential to be and hasn't put drives together. And this offense has just sputtered, and it's just one of those days they want to forget.
Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his target down the middle. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's going to take a shot. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end and coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Delaware's offense takes the field to start this drive. So far, this has been a most frustrating performance for this junior quarterback. And I think it's fair to say that the corner and the rest of his buddies on defense have won this battle, keeping this quarterback in check, David.
They have. They've definitely won the battle. And you wanted to see more in this matchup. And I'll tell you what, this QB, we know he's got ability. And listen, I know that's a great corner out wide, but I wish he'd have made a little bit more of the simple plays and moved this offense a little bit. Been a bad day, man.
To the air on first down. Fires to the right. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now on third down, they've sent the field goal unit out. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Are they really that worried about a bad snap that they're trying to punt on third down? And this punt will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. The run inside. It's Allen. There he goes. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Hilltoppers come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Gives it on the option. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll try the counter. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
They'll give it to him again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
You're going to hear guys after these games say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.